Welcome to my humble little office. My name is R. Keith Andrews. I'm a spiritual guide and paranormal adept. This is the Astrological Forecast for December 13th through 19th of 2020. Now this is a general forecast, meaning it applies to approximately 8 billion people on the planet. So if something doesn't fit quite right for you, take a look at your ascendant, your moon, your Mars, or your Neptune. And you can find those on your natal chart. If you don't have them, drop me a line at one of the points below. I'll be happy to look them up for you. All I need at that point is your birth date, including the year. Regarding the video, if you like it, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you can get the rest of the videos coming out. And, even take a look at some of the back ones. That said, let's take a look at this now, shall we? First card, as per usual, is a general. Okay, it applies to everybody. Okay, now this is the Justice card inverted, meaning absolutely critical that you pay attention to karmic law. Justice is a funny thing. Justice, quite seriously, has nothing to do with the law. It had, well, nothing to do with the social laws. It has to do with karmic law, meaning do unto others as you desire them to do unto you. If you desire to be treated well, treat other people well. If you desire people to be honest with you, be honest with them. It won't guarantee it'll happen, but it will stack the deck in your favor. Now, Aries, we have the Three of Pentacles inverted. This tells you that work is likely stable, but there may be a shift coming up. Okay, this is a good time if you've been considering walking away from your current job to start looking. Now, understand something. Do not quit your current job if you do not have a replacement. Better an income you're not content with than no income at all. Okay, now, Taurus. This shows the Queen of Swords inverted. Now, the Queen of Swords tells you that it's very important to let your feelings do what they will. Contain them. Do not let them get out of hand. But logic is not always the best option. It does show you may be going through some conflicts, some communication conflicts with your partner. Okay, and again, do your best to understand where they're coming from. Hear them out, and be sure that you're clear when you're talking to them. Okay, this may not just be a relationship. It may be people at work or friends. The important factor here is don't let your emotions get the better of you. Good luck with that, Taurus. Now, Gemini, we have the Chariot. Now, the Chariot shows that things are coming into balance very nicely. Okay, it does take some effort on your part. It doesn't just automatically happen. And absolutely, much like pulling the chariot itself, you're going to need some help. So do ask people if you're feeling a little lost. Ask people, even if it's strangers, to help you figure out which direction you're heading. Remember, you make the final decision. Now, Cancer, we have the Queen of Wands. Now, this shows it's time to get down to work. Okay, it's time to really dig your hands into the dirt and do the work necessary to get your life back on track. Okay, be aware, emotions may be a little unstable, so if you let your emotions get the better of you, it may cause a conflict at home. So again, refer back to the idea of karmic law. Be sure to think things through before really opening your mouth. You may find it works well. Leo, we have the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups shows that your emotions are undoubtedly running high. Okay, be aware of this, because with emotions running high, with everything else going on, you may find you're a little shorter of temper. Okay, very important to keep an eye on that. Don't let your emotions get ahead of you. Just take my word for it, in this case, that really leads to some complications. Virgo, we have the Page of Cups. This shows new emotions coming into play. It is quite possible. Now, understand, we've got 8 billion people out here. Not all of them are going to have this one. Okay. But do not be overly surprised. This shows a new life coming into your bloodline. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean you personally are pregnant. It may be somebody related to you or somebody so close to you they may as well be related, such as a really, really close friend. Okay. Again, speaking from your heart is very important at this point. Okay. Because it is amplified by the Justice card that we were talking about earlier. Meaning, if you're being short with people, you can bet they're going to be short with you. Okay. Now, if we take a look at Libra, Libra has the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess tells you there's hidden information that is right on the edge of things here. Okay, you may be finding that your emotions are coming to the surface faster than what you're betting on. Surprise visits, surprise information coming in. Okay, this is not a bad card. Surprises can be enjoyable, especially given the time of year. Okay. Now, when we take a look at Scorpio itself, Scorpio, we have the Page of Pentacles. Now, this shows caution, because this shows money going out faster than what is coming in. You may have to curb your spending habits at this point, so keep an eye on that idea. Okay, I'm not telling you don't enjoy the season. I'm not telling you don't help other people. I'm telling you make sure you don't overextend yourself by spending more than what you've actually got available to you. Okay, this is not the best time in the world, the best time in your life, if you will, to start overextending debt loads. Now, Sagittarius, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Now, the Eight of Pentacles tells you that there are new skills being learned. Okay, you may find you're going back to school, or more likely on the job training for a shift in the way your job is running. Now, this does not indicate a danger to your job on the whole. Okay, or more to the point, on your employment. Now, let's understand. The employer is the person that signs your paycheck. The job is what you do to get them to sign the paycheck. Okay, and the other thing with this is likely on the job training. It may be a short-term training course that you personally have embarked upon. In either event, it's likely to open the door to increase your stable income. Stable income being the regular paycheck that comes in. Now, Capricorn, we have the Six of Cups inverted. This shows the past issues are coming back to the surface. This does not mean you have to relive the problems. It means take a look at them and realize which ones you're hanging on to that you don't require anymore. Okay, or which ones are getting in the way of your own happiness. The Six of Cups indicates that it's time to really take a look at the past, and this may even be stuff that you've been hanging on to, like junk that you've been hanging on to. This is the time to start looking at getting rid of it. Aquarius, we have the Five of Swords inverted. This tells you very clearly the truth is going to come out. Now, when we look at the beginning of the forecast here, we looked at the Justice card, telling you that karmic law is going to play a very big role in this week. In your case, if you're trying to hide something negative, you can almost bet your bottom dollar it's going to come out into the open. Now, where it comes to things that are positive, okay, because of the nature of them, you don't have to worry about them all of a sudden being found out. Although many of you probably will worry about them, that is. Now, Pisces, we have the Strength card. This shows you that love will overcome fear. You've got the strength to work through the challenges, through the complications. This says, just settle in, take a breath, and really listen to the people around you, be they strangers, friends, or family. In most cases, what you'll find is if you take the time to listen to things, you'll find that they almost sort themselves out. Well, that came out well. Now, that's where the signs go. Now we finish off. And the tie-off card is the Five of Cups. Now, this shows that you may be overlooking things. Okay. Now, of course, when we take a look at it, the Five of Cups shows that you may be overlooking things. Things have happened and it may all look bad. Okay, prime example. Let's say that you've been working on a new house. Not a new house, but you bought an old house, and you end up springing a leak in the pipes in the bathroom. So what you end up doing is you've got to open up the wall. Okay. Now this may sound like bad news, until when you get inside you find out that whoever owned it years before had buried money in the wall. Don't ask me why they would have done that. There's a lot of reasons. But this is telling you that there is something you may be overlooking. Now, with that in mind, we're going to leave that at this point. We keep these short for a good reason. Well, we think it's a good reason. Anyway, that said, until we talk again, take care of yourselves and each other, and for pity's sakes, stay positive.